All right, we good? We rolling? That's pretty funny because I'm shooting myself. There's nobody behind there, so let's run it. I can't really love you now. Usually when I start producing, I'm usually just going off of a blank slate of like whatever I'm feeling at the time, whatever's in my head, or I just sit down and start playing some keys. This was a typical case of Louie stuck in Marvin's room. So I just started pulling out these ambient sounds that obviously take over a lot of the production of the song. Just started kind of playing some chords around there, some neutral type chords, which I kind of like to describe the production like that. It's not really happy. It's probably closer to the mellow, sad, or like, you know, darker side, but it's still not right like there, because that's I guess how I was feeling. I started playing these textures in Omnisphere, which huge go-to for me. The instrument patch, I went with a granular guitarette. It was like this ambient sound. And then I layered that with another texture. I think it was like additive changing, it was called. What I did was I EQ'd it so that the guitarette was telephone vocaled, meaning it literally sounds kind of like if you put the instrument through a phone. I put a spreader on both of them. It makes the sound that much bigger because I knew that was kind of the base of what I wanted to have for the song's production. And so from there, I actually went with another SPECTRASONICS company called Trillian, and that was the bass I went with. Dark Round Voyager, it was called. I don't know, they're very dramatic names. It was just a really big, solid synth bass that can add a little bit more solidness, if that's a word, solidness to the very airy, like ambient sounding lead melodies. Melody-wise, I wanted there to be some actual like texture to it, not just these spacey sounds. So I added an electric piano as well as a regular piano, layered it with different chords and kind of played around with that. The drums actually came in after the melodic things because that's how I always operate. It's kind of more hip hop digital drums, and I think they really complemented the rest of the instruments pretty well there. So it was actually right before I was gonna submit it to DistroKid and it was gonna be gone, ready to go, that I showed it to a veteran composer at a music house I work at called Omnisphere, and he told me at the time the melody doesn't really grip you right out of the gate. I went to the studio with Lex and kind of just started going through the sounds on my own and seeing what he thought, and that's when those bells that come in at the beginning, they're a little more on the ambient side, but they at least give you something to grip onto, and that's when it really came together, way more gripping right out of the gate. Very digital-esque, very Marvin's room. Had these lights on the whole time, you know, set the mood. In all seriousness, it was a great time producing it. Had a great time with Lex engineering it. He did an awesome job. Very excited just to be getting my music out. I've been producing for other people. Actually getting my own music out is a great feeling. I hope you guys are all gonna listen to it. Promise you it won't disappoint. Thanks for joining. About you, I'm missing. I can't really love you now.